Take it away. No? You just unplugged my headphones.
You told me to take it away.
Oh my gosh.
Hi guys.
Travis and Susie here from the Wolf Hunters. We got a reaction video for you. We got this link right here. You can find that link in the description box, which is below the video. There's a blue link. Click it and pick it. You can request your own personal reaction video for nearly any kind of video on YouTube. Any kind. Today's video is brought to you by Gracchus Wainwright, bringing us Saying Goodbye to My Best Friend by Kent Rollins.
My goodness. Gracchus Wainwright says, "Howdy." Oh no. Howdy. It's your boy Gracchus here to close another gap. I shared with y'all some cooking videos with our friend Cowboy Kent Rollins before. This one is more of a behind the scenes video that I want to share so y'all can see what an amazing man he is. He and his wife just lost their camp dog as well as their home in New Mexico, and yet he's asking for support and prayers for others like the Humane Society of Lincoln County, as well as those affected by the wildfires in New Mexico.
Oh my gosh,
it's a little bit tough to watch, and I apologize for that. However, it's the best way to show what a stand-up guy the cowboy is and how he is a great model of character and integrity that all of us should strive for. So I kindly ask that you brace yourselves. And I'll see you down Kent Rollins Trail. No.
I know. Oh.
Subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Oh, it's just going to make me cry. The hardest time of my life was when I lost my dog.
I know.
Lost my dog in my house too, actually.
So I had seen the thumbnail, and then when I read the title, I went, oh, that's why I went, oh.
Yeah. Lost my dog in my house, but not at the same time.
Not at the same time. That is a tragedy. Okay. And the wildfires are a tragedy.
Yeah.
Hey, thank y'all for joining us today. And hey, we're doing something a little different today. There's not going to be a recipe. Well, really there is a recipe. It's just a recipe for love.
Oh.
But this is not a cooking video today. This is about something I need to share with y'all, but I need y'all to let me in your house because I need to visit with a friend. This last week, I had to say goodbye to my best friend. And if y'all will take time and you don't mind, I'd just like to share some of our most special moments and tell you really about the life and the history of the greatest dog I ever owned, the Beagle.
Bonehead.
So I want to take y'all back on a little journey and some great history in the beginning of the greatest camp dog there ever was. 2011, about the last of August, me and Shan were living all north of Wichita Falls. I look back, she's behind me in the Subaru car, and I see two beagles run along beside her. Now you see, them two beagles had come and visit weeks earlier, but they wouldn't hardly let you touch them. They was covered up with ticks. What do? They jump in the car. She hauls them home.
Man.
She's a thief. They come in the house, they eat a little supper, we put them in the backyard. Next day I was down there helping a guy ship some cattle, and I called her and I said, "How's them pups? They ain't dug out of the backyard, have they?" She said, "No, one's on the couch and one's in a chair," and that's when it started. I named one of them Bonehead right off the bat, and the other one was Bigot. The Big at that time was probably maybe 2.5 years old. He was one of them dogs that was just brought you happiness. We'd listen to them hunt, and that sound that they had that when they was trailing an old rabbit. And you know, that Beagle taught me a lot. He taught me a lot about determination, about try and never give up, because it wasn't his job to catch that rabbit. Shan told me one time, they'll never catch that rabbit. They ain't supposed to catch it. They're just supposed to track it. But if you chase something every day of your life and you never got any closer to it, would you give up? A lot of you would. I might have too, but not to be. He'd track that same rabbit every day if he got a chance.
Something's in there.
Yeah, there.
What is it? Oh, what is it?
Bobcat.
What?
Is he gonna attack?
remember really when the first video I might have seen had the Big in it. It was probably close to 2014. He was right there by the grill. We was doing a video on how to cook pork, chicken, and steak. And he was there to take his first bite. And that's when he became the official taste tester. And he'd give what for approval? Tail wags.
Big, we're about 14 minutes out, buddy, before we get to eat something. You gonna make it?
Folks, how many beagles y'all know get a fillet?
He does. How many you got for me?
Woo, man! So you're gonna see it. Can you wait? No, you gotta wait for it. Don't even think you can have it because you're gonna wait for it. Okay, good boy.
Dookie says, I am ready for some beef.
Good job. Do we get any tail wags?
Ooh, man.
Thank you, Big, so much. Duke tried to Duke was trying to hog in on the noodle business, wasn't he? So, Big, I'm gonna feed you first, buddy, because you is what's happening. How do you think Dad's steak fingers is? Plenty good, huh? When you break out the food, the pups show up. Which kind would y'all like? The mesquite? Dooker. Dooker. Y'all have seen him in every one of them videos, and he knew when to show up.
Dog's getting some good cooking.
Good cooking.
They're getting some good cooking.
You might have just seen a little beagle head pop up on the edge of the table there to try to steal something. But every video, folks, that we ever did, it was such an honor to have him right here at my side. Grilling time is all the time for us, but it's really fitting to ramp up here pretty quick now with into May. Everybody's gonna be breaking them grills out, and what a better time to get the family in the backyard, get you some, hey. Folks, you can see we done moved the location. It's trying to blow my hat off out there, and I don't want y'all to have to fight the wind for the noise. Whoa! Easy, you better look out there, buddy. And the beagle had him a good time as well. As always, me and Shan want to thank you for... Would you quit?
I'd be wanting to jump through the screen for those grills.
Look out! I can remember on a ranch one time down there, he went with us and was having steak night. And there was a bunch of people come out. We probably fed 40. And they'd made a little circle out there, these women. And Shan looked out there, and every one of them was giving him a bite of steak. And he was just working that crowd. I mean, he thought it was the best thing ever. He bloated up like a dead carp in the sunshine. I mean, he looked so bad. The next morning, Shan offered him a piece of steak, and he just spit it out. That's how miserable he was.
Gosh.
But that pup loved to eat. Anytime we might be cooking somewhere, if we had something left over, if his meat, sure, he'd eat it. But maybe we had leftover biscuits. What would he do? He'd gather them biscuits up one at a time, take them somewhere, dig a hole, and hide them. And I always told folks down there at the river when he'd bury so many biscuits when we was filming, if it ever rained and we had a biscuit tree come up, we'd have thousands of them because there's no telling how many he buried. I remember on the sausage, gravy, and biscuit video that we did down there at the river, me and Shan both looked up and died with laughing. And here he come out of that old grass pasture, and he had a dinosaur cow bone about this big that was sort of weighting him down because his back feet would come off the ground. It's a dinosaur bone.
Dang, that's huge.
We interrupt this story for an urgent bulletin. The Beag has got a very small bone because he's tired of bringing big ones to count. Look here, Shen, the Beag is bringing more treasure. Yeah, he's got
That's
two
a
at
nice
once.
place for a
now,
dog
folks,
to roam,
that is hard
though.
work right there. But I've seen him pile up in a pickup to where I'd have stuff so full in the back, and he'd lay in the back seat there, ready to go. He might sit out there 2 hours till you got everything loaded. One of the fondest memories I have of him was on ranches. And we were on a ranch down by Throckmorton, Texas, south of Seymour, and all the cowboys were staying somewhere else. And me and Shan and the Beag were the only ones there. And he'd let you know of a morning before they ever got there. He'd see them taillights turn over the highway there about 3 miles away, and he'd start howling and barking. But he'd get in that chair, and I'd have Shan a cup of coffee, and he'd pull her chair up there close to the fire, and her and Beag would start the morning right there. And then he'd go about everything that he did. And at nighttime, when you got through washing dishes, and you could reach up there and turn the lantern out, and I'd say, Beag, it's time for bed. He could beat you to the teepee. be in the middle of that bed where me and Shan slept, taking up the most room he could, but he was the greatest heater we ever had on them cold nights.
This is so sweet and sad.
It's a nice piece of property.
He caught something. What you got?
We're fishing.
He's yeah, but y'all ain't catching nothing. Oh, you should have seen this one. He's like this long. You gonna bury it underwater? Huh? I think it'll sink if you'll just put it in.
Hope there's no gators.
You're gonna drown because your mouth is open. Hey, get over here.
What a silly pup. Just wanted a little dip. Just trying to help you catch some fishies.
Oh. Careful teasing them.
You know, sometime when we down here filming, I get a hankering, man. I just love a tater chip, something salty to get me by. So let me get me some out of the pickup. Hang on with me.
Ooh, I wish I
Oh
had
my
a
gosh,
tater
Pete,
chip.
what have... Just as usual, the sack is empty. You know, folks, in honor of Bonehead the Beagle Dog, who was a rescue, which all our dogs are, if you want to make a donation, we're going to ask that you donate to the Lincoln County Humane Society. They have a great rescue program out there. But also, a lot of y'all might have one. It's a t-shirt called The Big Life. We're going to retire that shirt. And if you would like to buy them, all the proceeds to that too will go to the Lincoln County Humane Society. And it will track exactly how many donations have come in. We just wanted to give y'all an update after this video was made. The Lincoln County Humane Society out there and all that country of Ruidoso and surrounding areas has been hit by a really, really bad forest fire. Y'all may have seen it on the news. There were so many people that have been evacuated, so many homes that were lost. Our home was lost out there. We ask you for your prayers for that country. Pray for rain, pray for the fire crews that are out there working that country, and just ask for God's love and care to surround them. And if you'd like to donate still, please do to the Lincoln County Humane Society. It is for a great cause. They have got all the pets out of there, got them safe. We hope that God's blessing is upon y'all, and we just ask you all to just keep us in your thoughts and prayers. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, and Shan's too, for letting us come into your lives and share food, share memories, but also, folks, to share a story about a great camp dog, best one I think we ever had. You know, I've always heard it say that...
You know what's so beautiful about him is that he's getting whammied and then whammied again, and the first thing that comes to his mind is like he's thinking about others. He's talking about love and grace, and you know.
And he has a sparkle in his eye. Like he still, he still has kindness. You can tell that he's still, he's not bitter. You know, he's probably. I can't imagine the pain that he's in.
Yeah,
but
I'm sure he's like mourning and stuff. But yeah.
Some angels had wings, but the special ones had fur. We had a lot of four-legged fur angels, and he was probably one of the best. He was one of my favorite hellos, and probably one of my hardest goodbyes.
Mentioned God quite a few times. That's what you need.
B. He's all about being healthy. You can tell by that figure he's got right there. Ain't that right, B? Yes, he is. And we have a lot of good inspectors here. I know you love a Dairy Queen do, but we're gonna just wait. You have big paws to fill.
How many pups
You've got to
you
be
got?
the culinary master because we're counting on you. I'm gonna do something in honor of the Big that I seen an old feller do to a roping horse that he had so many years ago. He took that bridle off of him, and this is the collar that Big wore. And he took that feed pan that he fed that horse in every time. And he covered it up, and he put it on a shelf in the house. And he said, no one will ever touch that bowl. Folks, we thank y'all so much from the bottom of our heart, we do. God bless you, each and every one, for letting us in your home at this time. I'm gonna give you a big old hug. Please give me one back because I need it.
Aw.
Hey, God bless you each and every one, and I'll see you down the best camp dog trail ever.
The ending made me think of my pup.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the hardest thing I ever went through, I think, and went through a lot of difficult stuff, but that one, that was definitely like the toughest. Thanks for sharing that with us. Thank you guys for hanging out and watching. If you enjoyed hanging out, like and subscribe. You can check out this link below to request your own personal reaction video. Stay tuned. Stay positive.
We love you guys. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.